Hello, and thank you for watching this regional forecast for the Northeast. I'm Andrew Pritchard, Senior Meteorologist with Nutrien Ag Solutions. Well, as we wake up this morning looking at the satellite and lightning combo, we see a storm system making its way across the Northeast right now with clusters of thunderstorms ongoing well off to the north. We've got additional thunderstorm clusters if you follow the frontal boundary back to the south and to the west. All the way back to the central high plains, we've got a cluster of storms across parts of the Oklahoma Panhandle, southwestern Kansas, moving into northern Oklahoma, across the Ozarks, across parts of southwestern Pennsylvania, moving off to the mid-Atlantic, and then some thunderstorm clusters ongoing across northern portions of New York, New Hampshire, and Vermont. So we take a look at the radar picture. Again, we can see those showers moving off to the east, and this is going to be about it for precipitation as we head into the next 48 hours. It'll be on the back half of the weekend into early next week that we once again see the chance for some showers and storms across the region. So a little bit cooler as you head off to the north with the rain and thunderstorms ongoing, 50s and 60s across Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont down into Massachusetts, with muggy 70s as you head off to the south from there. Now, as we look at the last 3 days of precipitation, again, scattered in nature across the region, thunderstorms moving from west to east across the region. As we look at the severe weather forecast over the next several days, we'll watch a renewed chance for storms across the high plains, moving off to the east across the Great Lakes as we head into Saturday and Sunday, pushing into at least western portions of the Northeast, western New York and western Pennsylvania, at low risk of a strong storm or two as we head into Sunday afternoon and evening. That again bringing a renewed chance for showers and storms to the Northeast as we head into the early part of next week. The other big story here is going to be the heat across the midsection of the country. Heat advisories in effect from the southern plains into the Great Lakes, and that heat will spread into the region mostly on Sunday. I think Sunday is going to be the hottest day here across the Northeast region, and we can kind of track the players here. Here is our ridge. You see the flow coming around that ridge. This is our next wave. You see this little trough in the jet stream that's going to be moving over the top of that ridge into the Great Lakes by the time we get to Sunday. Here's the look on Saturday. Here comes the little wave here digging across the high plains. And then this is the look on Sunday. The jet stream now showing those very strong jet stream winds coming around the top of that ridge through the Great Lakes and then eventually into the Northeast region. If I go ahead and jump back, though, here, check out the ridge. You can see the counterclockwise flow around this the ridge, and that's what's allowing the heat to build here as we head into Sunday. So a look at the players here that are going to be kind of driving the weather over the next 4 to 5 days. Here's the look at the high-resolution NAM model showing the thunderstorm activity, the shower and storm activity that is ongoing across the region this morning, quickly moving off to the east, maybe lingering across Maine, but really everyone pretty much drying out as we head into the late evening, into the overnight. We'll watch for several clusters of thunderstorms across the Dakotas and parts of western Minnesota today, producing some widespread wind damage at times, but across the Northeast, quiet as we head into the weekend. Saturday looking quiet as far as precipitation goes. You can see this as we head through the late evening hours, now the early overnight hours on Saturday. Thunderstorm clusters firing up from the Central Plains into the Great Lakes. That is the frontal boundary that will move into the region on Sunday, bringing the chance for a couple of strong storms, maybe across western portions of New York and Pennsylvania. We'll watch for those thunderstorms firing anywhere from the Great Lakes back to the Central High Plains on Sunday afternoon and evening, again along that stalled frontal boundary that's going to be lingering across this region. So the next 60 hours of precipitation, this entirely comes between now and the end of the day today. We will be dry on Saturday, dry on Sunday across that region. Sunday's thunderstorm threat going to be off to the west, maybe clipping western portions of Pennsylvania and New York. But as we look at the next 7 days, we will see opportunities for showers and storms across the region. They will be unevenly distributed across the region. The highest chance for significant precipitation, we're looking at the probability of picking up an inch or more of precipitation over the next 7 days. You can see that peaking across parts of upstate New York, New Hampshire, and Vermont, maybe western Pennsylvania, as we see some of those thunderstorm clusters popping up along that frontal boundary from the eastern Corn Belt back into the Central Plains. Portions of central Pennsylvania may be missing out here. It looks like that's going to be a dry spot. Central and southern Pennsylvania pushing into maybe south central New York, perhaps getting left out or just missed here by some of these clusters of storms over the next 7 days. So let's go ahead and look at the European model. We'll look at the precipitation forecast as we head through the next 7 days. Again, watching that thunderstorm activity across the area here starting early this morning, pushing from west to east, getting out of the Northeast as we head into the early overnight hours, leading to a dry and relatively pleasant Saturday. We'll head through the day on Sunday here, looking mostly dry across the Northeast as well, maybe just looking for a couple storms across far western areas. But as we head into Monday, the thunderstorm threat begins to increase once again, looking for scattered storms possible across the region. And then looking into deeper into next week, we will see mostly dry conditions to start off Monday and Tuesday. But as our next wave moves from west to east across the region, we'll see that thunderstorm chance beginning to increase and become much more widespread as we head into midweek. We're talking about Wednesday, maybe into Thursday, looking at another chance for some showers and storm across the region. So it's kind of every 2 to 3 days here in the Northeast, we get a more widespread opportunity for some showers and storms. But again, a look at the next 7 days of precipitation from the National Weather Service here, unevenly distributed across the region. Upstate New York, New Hampshire, Vermont, maybe the opportunity to pick up an inch of rain here. Elsewhere, a half an inch possible across western Pennsylvania, eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, up into Maine. And then we just have this dry corridor, which is not totally dry, but just wants to be much more isolated, a little bit lighter in nature here from central New York down into central portions of Pennsylvania. So unfortunately, not everyone benefiting in wide-scale nature from the thunderstorm threat, although it is there in spots over the next 5 to 7 days. We'll finish to look at your high temperatures. Again, big changes on the way across this region where we are much cooler than average. To get started this weekend, high temperatures in the low 60s to the low 70s this afternoon and evening. That'll be replaced by mid-80s tomorrow, and that will be replaced by low to mid-90s on Sunday afternoon. The heat peaking across the region on Sunday afternoon, big-time heat, and that begins to kind of fade as we head deeper into the week, but still quite warm, still much warmer than average, mid-80s to the mid-90s as you head from north to south across the region. And then here are your highs on Tuesday, still beginning to fall, and they'll fall further as we head into the mid part of next week with showers and storms returning to the forecast. Have a great day, a wonderful weekend. We'll talk to you again on Monday morning.